So if you can be seen in here, then
they can't see me.
There
we go.
Now we're together.
We're together. Hi.
So I'm Sarah. I'm SRB Stars. I am an astrologist and a mom, and I offer mom advice. And this is Davina. And what do you do?
Well, I channel and help people with Oracle and Tarot, Reiki, here at Collective Dimensions in Crystal, Minnesota.
Yeah. And earlier, and I'm going to save this for the replay because one of the people that is a subscriber asked a question about solar flares. Gregory, in Northern Maine has a better chance. I'm much more southern. That's good to know. So Davina came into the shop today saying, did you know we're going to have solar flares tonight? And I'm like, I don't know what that means. And then somebody asked me about it on my live earlier, and she's not here right now, but I want to have you explain it, and we can put it on my YouTube. So what are solar flares?
Well, solar flares are emanations from the sun, and some are stronger than others, like the CMEs are very much stronger. And if you really want to dive into it, go on the NASA website.
And we were looking at that.
Yeah, and that would be helpful. But these solar storms, they do affect us as well as the Earth, because they come and they create magnetic waves around the Earth. It can interfere with our electronic equipment, depending on how strong they are. It can also affect us, our physical body. You can get headaches, tension in the body, maybe
well, we
body
are
aches.
Electric inside too, so that does make sense.
Yes, it does make sense. And my curiosity just started when I'd find out that we'd had some, and then my body had gone through some things that there was no reason, like in other words, I wasn't dehydrated or whatever, and I found out there were solar flares. So then that piqued my curiosity. So I would also recommend that you might check out some of Dolores Cannon's work on YouTube about solar flares. That might help you understand it more. If you are a person who has spiritual affectations and you like that kind of thing, there's some good information there. So
very cool. Is there anything? Is it just something like the eclipses that you just kind of have to let wash over you, or do you recommend shielding? Or
I believe that it is something, because we are in a physical form. We are going to be affected by it. I mean, it can even affect our electrical equipment. In fact, they're saying this one tonight is supposed to be very strong, and us in the northern areas might be able to see the aurora borealis, which would be very exciting. So, yes, it will affect us because we're in it.
So
we're in the field.
So I'm guessing from hearing what you said, drinking lots of water would be helpful to make sure you are properly hydrated. Eating good foods would be very helpful, because then you're nourishing your body, which is interesting because we have a Cancer moon that we're moving into tonight at around 10 p.m., which is probably when the aurora borealis would be coming in, and we would have this Cancer moon all the way through. And that moon asks us to nourish ourselves as well.
And that's beautiful too. And I was thinking, I saw you earlier having something very healthy, like a sprig of broccoli. And I'm saying, yes, eat fruit, eat vegetables, anything that has some crunch and some delicious hydration in it would be a good thing. And the other thing is about fresh fruit and vegetables is they do carry what's called SOEFs, SOEFS, which is an electrical charge that stimulates the cells in our body, especially when they're fresh, freshly picked from our gardens, hopefully. So once again, here we are about electrical beings and the sun's emanation affecting us. So do our vegetables and fruits.
That's very true. So is it just, if I don't know anything about it, is it something to be afraid of, or is it just something to just go with, okay, if you have a headache, drink more water?
I never advocate fear of anything.
Good.
I just want to say that do what benefits you the most. All of you out there know your body. you know how it functions.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know that when we eat too much sugar, maybe have a few whatever drinks or something,
Yeah.
or coffee or whatever excess,
Mm-hmm.
that we will experience something.
Yes.
So I guess what we want to say about the solar flares is you're going to experience something. What you're going to experience is not to be feared. It's just to observe and, perhaps start to compare when you find out when solar flares are coming and see the difference in your body and even how you think. It's going to affect your way you think as well.
So I keep a transit journal that whenever something interesting or I want to make sure I remember happens, I write it down. So just basically writing those things down would be very helpful so that the next time this comes around you can check to see if it's kind of like the Mercury retrogrades and keeping track of any of that too.
I think that's a great idea. I would definitely recommend that. I mean, isn't it fun to know about yourself?
Absolutely. And to at least then know how to respond to yourself.
Exactly.
So,
awesome.
Thank you so much. And
Yeah,
if
thank
there
you.
is any questions, because I'll put this on my YouTube as well, if there is any questions, feel free to comment below. Davina does follow me on YouTube, and she might be able
Yes.
to answer them too.
Well, to the best of my ability. But enjoy. It's an exploration.
Well, and I really hope, I don't know if we'll be able to see it here near Minneapolis because we have so much electromagnetic interference with the natural lights and everything, but it would be really great to see.
Yep. They're predicting that we could see it tonight, so
There's that.
maybe we'll get lucky. So
And by see it, we talk about Northern Lights
Yes.
for those of you that are just joining. So
yes.
I'm going to sign off for now. So thank you for joining.
Bye.
Have a wonderful rest of your day.